हरिः ओम् नमः सर्वेभ्यः। अष्टाध्यायीपरिचयः इत्यत्र अद्य षट्सप्ततितमः पाठः। अस्मिन् वर्गे तद्धिताधिकारस्य पाञ्चमिकप्रकरणं तथा च पूरणप्रत्ययस्य प्रकरणं पठामः। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायमधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनिये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयम्। अस्माकं वर्गस्य द्वे प्रयोजने अष्टाध्याय्याः आहत्य षट्शतस्य सूत्राणां व्याख्यासहितम् उदाहरणसहितं च अध्ययनं तथा च अष्टाध्याय्याः प्रथमाध्यायस्य प्रथमपादस्य द्वितीयपादस्य च कण्ठस्थीकरणम्। प्रारभामहे। पूर्वस्मिन् वर्गे अस्माभिः नयस्नैधिकारप्रकरणम् अधीतं। तत्र तस्य भावस्त्वतलौ इति भावकर्मार्थप्रकरणम्। अत्र अस्मिन् प्रकरणे विद्यमानानि बहूनि सूत्राणि त्वतल् प्रत्ययप्रकरणस्य सन्दर्भेण अस्माभिः अधीतानि। अद्य अग्रे सरामः। The next sheet, sheet number 7, is called Panchamika Prakaranam. And the only reason why it is called Panchamika Prakaranam is all the sutras in this sheet are in the Panchamadhyaya, and it is simply a miscellaneous collection of arthas. So everything in the before and after will also be Panchamadhyaya, but there are better names for the other sheets. There are better names for the other sections. Anything that does not fall in those categories is just a collection of miscellaneous sutras, which is called Panchamika Prakaranam. So for example, Dhanyanam Bhavane Kshetre Khaye. This tells you a pratyaya to be applied for indicating a storage space of grains. Then Vibhasha, Tira, and so on. So there are multiple apavadas and so on. And then there are a few more sutras in different meanings. Aprapadam prapnoti, samam vijayate, adyashvina avashtabdhe, agavinaha, and so on. Multiple different arthas. One pratyaya in those arthas are there. These are like very specific sutras. We are not going to go over any of these except for a few sutras towards the end. So, tad asya sanjatam tarakadibhyah itach. This is the sutram that I am going to teach. Then I'm going to skip the next two sutras. I actually had slides for them, but then in the final round, I decided to skip these two sutras. And then the rest of the sutras I'm going to teach, starting from yad tadetebhyah parimane vatupa up till ubhadudato nityam. So this is the section that we are going to study, and just the itach pratyay sutram, which is a little bit above that. So that is the part that we are going to study in the Panchamika Prakaranam category. Then we are going to move to sheet number 8, which is one of the very important sheets in the Tadhitadhikara. In sheet number 8, at the beginning there are 3 sutras. I am going to skip them. And after that there is an entire section of Purana Pratyayaha. We are going to study all these sutras. Some of the most important sutras of Ashtadhyayi are Purana Pratyaya sutras. So we are going to study all these sutras starting from Tasya Purane Data all the way up to Shashtyadesh Asankhyadehe. So the plan for today is the bottom section of the Panchamika Prakaranam and the entire Purana Pratyadhikara. Prarabhamahi. So the first sutram that I mentioned is Tadasya Sanjatam Tarakadibhya Itachu. It will be clear in a minute why I have picked up this sutram. Extremely useful sutram. The sutra lies at the end of sheet number 7. Tad asya sanjatam tarakadibhya itachu. Let's look at the padacheda. Tad asya sanjatam. So this is your meaning. We are still in the Samarthadhikara. Samarthadhikara goes till 5.2. So tad asya sanjatam. This is the meaning. Tad iti prathama samartham. Ataha prathama samarthat asya sanjatam. Sanjatam means labdham, siddham, udbhutam, nirmitam, praptam. So tad asya sanjatam asmin arthe तारकादिगणस्य शब्देभ्यः इतच् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. So तारकादिगणस्य शब्देभ्यः, you can look in the गणपाठ, there is तारकादिगण. तारकादिगणस्य शब्देभ्यः तद् अस्य संजातम् इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे इतच् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. तारकादिगण is an आकृति गण. Taraka, Pushpa, Sukha, Dukha, Pipasa, and so on. Many useful words are there, and a lot of words which are not in the Tarakadigana can actually be added to Tarakadigana by looking at the usage in the Shishta Prayoga. And as I mentioned, Sanjatam, Uditam, Udbhutam, Siddham, Labdham, Praptam, Jatam. In different contexts, you have to use one of these meanings. Now look at the examples. Tarakani Sanjatani Asya. Taraka is stars, constellations. Sanjata is born or risen in the east. So Tarakani Sanjatani Asya. Taraka plus itacha tarakita. Yasyeti chaiti akara lopaha. Tarakita tarakitam akasham. It should be tarakitam, not tarakitam. तारकाणि संजातानि अस्य is तारकितम आकाशम. पुष्पाणि संजातानि अस्य. पुष्प प्लस इतच पुष्पित. पुष्पितः वृक्षः. पिपासा संजाता अस्य. पिपासा प्लस इतच पिपासित. पिपासितः काकः. Now you will immediately observe there is a similarity with the kta pratyaya over here. But the irony is that tarakita is not a kta pratyanta word. Pushpita is not a kta pratyanta word. Even over here, pipasita is not a kta pratyanta word, because the dhatu pipasa, which is the samnanta dhatu pipasa, would get the karmanikta pratyaya to form pipasita, and then the form would be kakena pipasitam. Kakaha pipasitaha, which is like your level 1 story of Ghata and Kaka and how the Kaka was Chatura. So there you say pipasitaha kakaha, that is not a kta pratyanta word, that is itach pratyanta word. Nidra sanjata asya. Nidra plus itacha nidrita. Nidritaha shishuhu. There is a dhatu called dra, meaning to sleep, but kta pratyanta form of dra is drana. So nidrana. So nidrana is the kta pratyanta form. Nidrita is the itach pratyanta form. So many forms. Now this is an eye opener. Many times you see a ta ending word and it might look like a kta pratyanta word, but many times it is not a kta pratyanta word. Sukhita, dukkhita, bubhukshita, vicharita, tandrita, all these are itach pratyanta shabdaha. Anena prakarena tarakadiganasya shabdebhyah tad asya sanjatam. So sukham asya labdham, dukkham asya sanjatam, pipasa asya udbhuta, bhubuksha asya jata, and so on. All these are almost similar in meaning. Tandra, nidra, and so on. Etebhyah sarvebhyah shabdebhyah अस्य संजातम इत्यस्मिन्नर्थे प्रथमासवर्तेभ्यः itach iti pratyayः bhavati. So this is the reason why I wanted to compare it with the kta pratyaya, and therefore I spent initial few minutes in explaining this itach pratyaya. Now let's go to the important part of the Panchamika Prakaranam, starting from yat tadetebhyah parimane vatupa kimidam bhyam voghah kimah sankhya parimane raticha sankhya avayave tayapa dvitribhyam tayasyaya jva and ubhadudato nityam. In this section, we are going to learn three important pratyayas: vatup pratyaya, dati pratyaya, and tayap pratyaya. So let us start with the first of them. Let us start with the vatup pratyaya, one of the very important pratyayas in Tadhita Prakaranam. Not to be confused with matup pratyaya. So when you say vidya asya asti, that becomes vidyavan. Dhanam asya asti, dhanavan. That is not this vatup pratyaya. Asya asti, asmin asti. In these meanings, there is a matup pratyaya which is there in sheet number 8. So in the next class, we are going to deal with that. This entire set of sutras tad asya asti asmin iti matup. This is the matup pratyaya, and under circumstances the makara of matup becomes va, giving vatup. So wherever you are saying vidyavan, dhanavan, lakshmivan, and the meaning is asya asti or asmin asti, that is your matupa pratyaya. On the contrary, what we are learning right now is the explicit vatupa pratyaya, and this vatupa pratyaya is only applicable for 5 sarvanama words. Vatut iti tadhita pratyaya yad tad etad kim idam. एतेभ्यः पंचभ्यः एव शब्देभ्यः प्रथमा समर्थात् तत् परिमाणम अस्य, that much amount. tat parimanam asya, parimanam over here means quantity, amount. So that much amount asmin arthe prayujyate. Yat parimanam asya yavat, yad plus vatup becomes yavad. Tat parimanam asya tavat, so as much, that much. Etavat, this much. Yat, again this much. Kiyat, how much. So that much kind of words where you have all those 5 types of words, this much, that much, and so on. This is yavat, tavat, etavat, iyat, and kiyat. Only 5 words, no sixth word. So yat parimanamasya, tat parimanamasya, etat parimanamasya, idam parimanamasya, kim parimanamasya, yad plus vatupa yavat, tavat, etavat, iyat, and kiyat. Now, what is the prakriya? Because yad plus vatup should technically be yavata or yavata, whatever. So yadvata or something else should happen. So for the first 3 sutras, for the first 3 prakriyas, yad plus vatupa, tad plus vatupa, and a tad plus vatupa, there is a sutram called asarvanamnaha. We are going to learn that. It is in the Uttara Padadhikara 6391. आसर्वनाम्नः इति आकारादेशः भवति. सो दकारस्य आकारादेशः य प्लस आ सवर्णदीर्घे या यावत्. वतुप् इति प्रत्यये पकारः इत्संज्ञकः, उकारः अनुनासिकः इत्संज्ञकः, सो यू गेट वत्. सो यावत्. Similarly, tavat, the becomes a. Etavat, again the becomes a. So in the first 3 examples, the dakara at the end of the prakruti becomes a. Please understand, this is not an angakarya, this is uttara padadhikara karyam. 6.3. So vatup pratyaye pare, vatup iti uttara padarupena vidyate chet पूर्वम यद इति अस्ति, किमपि सर्वनाम शब्द पदम अस्ति, यद अस्ति, तद अस्ति, एतद अस्ति, तस्य अंतिमवर्णस्य आकारादेशः भवति. For the next 2, idam parimanam asya and kim parimanam asya, the prakriya is a little complex. There are 2 levels of adeshas. The prakruti itself undergoes a full transformation. Idam gets converted to dirgha ikara. So the technically adesha is ish, but sh means sh is itsamnyaka shitvat sarva adeshah. So idam ityasya sthane I iti adeshah bhavati. Kim ityasya sthane ki iti adeshah bhavati. Dirgha ki iti adeshah bhavati. So idam ityasya sthane I iti adeshah, kim ityasya sthane ki iti adeshah. Anena prakarena adeshe krute tadanantaram वतुप इति शब्दस्य इति प्रत्ययस्य वकारस्य घकारादेशः भवति. So instead of vatup you get ghat. So u and p are already gone. Vat इत्यस्य स्थाने घत इति भवति. So अत्र प्रकृतेः इदं किमोरीष्की इति ईश नो चेत् की इति आदेशः भवति. तथा च प्रत्ययस्य वकारस्य किमिदं भ्यां वो घः इति घकारादेशः भवति. एते द्वे सूत्रे कुत्र स्तः? सो इदं किमोरीष्की इति पुनरेकवारम् उत्तरपदकार्यमस्ति. इट इज एक्साक्टली सिचुएटेड बिफोर दिस आसर्वनाम्नः. So asarvanamnah and idam kimorishki are situated together and they take care of transformation on these 5 words. इदं किमोरीष्कि इत्यनेन इदं तथा किम् इत्यस्य परिवर्तनं, तथा च आ सर्वनाम्नः इत्यनेन यद तद एतद इत्यस्य परिवर्तनम्. And kim idam bhyam voghaha is right here in this particular prakaranam. So right there in the section that we are studying, there is this sutram over here. Kim idam bhyam voghaha. So yat tad etebhyaha parimane vatupa. This sutram gives the vatupa pratyaya, and then for by the next sutram it says for kim word and idam word. So kim idam bhyam. For kim word and idam word, vakar is converted to ghakar. So that is right over here. So in this particular way, I'm going to show the exact prakriya of idam and kim on the next slide, because this is a complex prakriya, but the sutras are available. One sutra in 6.3, another sutra in 5.2. And what is a very important aspect thing about the vatu pratyaya? वतु प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः बहुगण वतुडति संख्या इत्यनेन संख्या सम्यकाः सन्ति. So यावत् तावत् एतावत् इयत् and कियत् are all sankhya-vachaka words exactly like ek, dvi, tri, chatur and so on. Bahugana vatudati sankhya. We have seen this sutra much earlier. If you don't remember, go back and open up that PPT and revise it. And why this matters today? अद्य अस्मिन् वर्गे संख्या सम्यक शब्देभ्यः पूर्ण प्रत्ययानाम् अपि अध्ययनम् अद्य एव करिष्यते. अस्मिन् प्रकरणे पुनरेकवारम् एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः पूर्ण प्रत्ययाः कथं भवन्ति इत्यस्य अध्ययनं कुर्मः. So therefore, and obviously Purana Pratyaya is not just one thing, many other aspects associated with the Sankhya word. So anywhere a word Sankhya is there in the Sutra Patha, Sankhya Vachak Shabdebhya Kinchit Karyam Uktamasti, Tadrisham Sarvam Karyam, Yavat, Tavat, Etavad, Iyat, Kiyat, Ityetebhya Shabdebhya Avashyam Bhavitum Arhati. Now before we move on, let us actually look at the Prakriya. There is a question. Ashwavat acharati sihavat garjati ityatra kaha pratyaya. I think we discussed it in the previous class. I said I will not teach it, but that's the vati pratyaya present over here. So tena tulyam kriyache. Tulya means comparable. So ashwa sadrusham acharati, ashwavat acharati. Siha sadrusham garjati, sihena tulyam garjati, siha tulyam garjati. So that is vati pratyaya. The words ashwavata, sihavata are all avyayas. Vati pratyayanta shabdaha avyaya samyakaha santi. But this is a good point. There are three different pratyayas. There is a vati pratyaya which gets translated as vata, but it is avyaya. Then there is a vatup pratyaya which gets also translated as vata, but that is yavata, tavata, etavata, kiyata, iyata, and then subanta forms are there, yavan, yavati, yavat, and so on. I'm going to talk about them. And then finally there is a matupa pratyaya, where matu pratyasya makarasya vakaradeshe krute sthanivat bhavena punah pratyaya samnya. So that is vatupa pratyaya, which is seen in vidyavan, lakshmiman, dhanavan, yashasvan, and so on. So out of these three, we are definitely going to learn Matupa Pratyaya. We are definitely learning Vatupa Pratyaya right now. Vati Pratyaya I have skipped. If people are interested, I will take that sutram at some other point in time. But for now, we have skipped that and we are moving ahead. So that was in sheet number 6. Now we are in the sheet number 7 towards the end. Let us now look at the Prakriya. For the prakriya of yavat tavat etavat is very easy. Dakarasya akaradeshe krute savarna dirghe krute rupam siddhyati. So tatra prakriyaya lekhanasya atra slide madhye lekhanasya avashyakta nasti. Idam plus vatupa iyata, kim plus vatupa kiyata. Let's look at the prakriya. So idam nochet kim parimanam asya. This is the amount, or this much, or how much. Iti translation. Idam or kim, you get the vatup pratyaya. The sutram is Ikim idam bhyam voghaha. This is the sutram itself, but I'll talk about it later on. Idam plus kim vata, it's samnya lopaha. Idam plus kim ghata. So vata ityasya sthane ghata iti adeshaha vakarasya ghakara adesha kim idam bhyam voghaha. Now as soon as you have gha, you can apply ayani yiniya phadakachakam pratyadinam gha ityasya iya adeshaha bhavati. So gha becomes iya, idam or kim plus iyat. So observe, gha has become iya, at remains as it is, so iyat. At this point in time, there is an adesh on the Prakruti. So idam kimorishki iti sutnena idam ityasya e adesha. Both are dirgha adeshas, e and ki. Idam ityasya e adesha, kim ityasya ki adesha. So idam becomes e, kim becomes ki. E or ki plus iyat. Now at this stage, iyat iti ajadi pratyayah, ajadi pratyay pare prakrutehe bhasamnya bhavati, bhasamnyayam satyam yasyeti cha ityanena antima e varnasya lopaha bhavati. So yasyeti cha will get rid of the final e varna, rasva or dirgha ikara in the prakruti. In case of dirgha e, there was only ikara, so entire thing goes away and nothing remains. In case of ki, the dirgha ikara goes away and ka remains. So 0 or ka plus iyat. Combine krutva iyat or kiyat. Memorize this prakriya. So this is how iyat and kiyat words are generated. इदानीमेतेषां सुबन्तरूपाणि अपि पश्यामः, बिकास् दिस् इस् आल्सो लिटिल इम्पोर्टेण्ट्. वतुप् इति उदित् प्रत्ययः, अतः सुबन्तप्रक्रियायां किं भवति? उगितचां सर्वनामस्थाने अधातोः इति नुमागमः, तथा च स्त्रीत्वे उगितश्च इति ङीप् प्रत्ययः. सो वती इति भवति स्त्रीलिङ्गे, यावती, इयति, कियति एतादृशम्. वतुप् प्रत्ययान्तशब्दाः अत्वन्ताः अपि सन्ति. सो अत्वसन्तस्य चा धातोः, the previous stuff cannot be forgotten. Everything builds on the top of the previous one. So atvasantasya cha dhatu iti upadha dirgha bhavati, and therefore yavan yavantau yavantah, yavantam yavantau yavatah. Strilinge yavati, there is no numagam over here. Napumsakalinge yavat yavati yavanti. Atra sarvanamasthane pare numagamaha bhavati. In exactly the same way, the entire table can be populated. With this background, now let us actually go to the sutram. Yat tad etebhyah parimane vatup. Yat kimapi atra avashyakam asti sarvamiva maya pathitam. Sutradhyanam bahuvidanim saralam bhavati. Yat tad etebhyah prathama samarthebhyah parimana upadhikebhyah. Parimana upadhikebhyah. Yat parimanam asya. This is the extra component. Parimana upadhikebhyah अस्य इति षष्ठ्यर्थे वतुप इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो यत् तत् एतेभ्यः परिमाणे वतुप, यत् तत् तथा एतद्. Only 3 words are given in this sutram. Total 5 words. 2 are going to come in the next sutram. 3 are given over here. यत् तद् एतद् एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः प्रथमा समर्थेभ्यः परिमाणम् अस्य. सो अस्य षष्ठ्यर्थे परिमाणम् अस्य अस्मिन् अर्थे वतुप इति प्रत्ययः भवति. So vatup iti pratyaye ukaraha itsamnyakaha. So vat iti eva avashishyate. What is the example? Everything is already taught now. Yad parimanam asya, yad plus vatupa, yavat, tavat, etavat, and so on. Prakriyayam prakrutehe antima dakarasya asarvanamnah iti akaradeshah bhavati. I am going to teach this sutram in 2 minutes. And then yavat tavat etavat iti shabdaha bahugana vatudati sankhya ityanena sankhya samyakaha bhavanti. So this takes care of 3 words. 2 more words are remaining. That's the immediate next sutram. Kim. So we are done with yat tadetebhya parimane vatupa. The immediate next sutram is, should I zoom this a little bit? The immediate next sutram is kimaha sankhya parimane raticha. Sorry, kimidam. The immediate next sutram is Kimidam bhyam voghaha. So kimidam bhyam voghaha. Kim idam bhyam vaha ghaha. Parimani and vatup comes as an anuvritti. So understand, this sutram is doing 2 things. First, it is giving the vatup pratyaya, because vatup pratyaya was not given earlier. It is giving the vatup pratyaya and it is saying vatup pratyasya vakarasya ghakara desha bhavati. So kim idam bhyam Parimane vatupa. This is the anuvritti sahitam sutram. Kim idam bhyam parimane vatupa vaha ghaha ityukte vakarasya ghakara desha bhavati. So kim tatha idam etabhyam prathama samarthabhyam parimanam asya asmin arthe vatup iti pratyayaha vidhiyate. तथा च प्रक्रियायां वतुप् इति प्रत्यय शब्दस्य वकारस्य घकारादेशः भवति. So somebody is saying there is no Chandra Bindu on Vatupa. This is optional. Most of the books you will not see a Chandra Bindu over there. So Vatupa, whether you write, I would say you should write it. So let's actually fix it. But specifically talking about the Chandra Bindu is optional. What I'm doing? Optional over here. Somebody saying there is another error over here. Kimidam. Okay, I don't know what you're referring to, but you can send me the typo later on. I don't know what you're referring to. But anyway, so किम तथा इदम एताभ्याम प्रथमा समर्थाभ्याम परिमाणमस्य अस्मिनर्थे वतुप् प्रत्यय विधीयते तथा च प्रक्रियायां वतुप् शब्दस्य वकारस्य घकारादेशः भवति. So किम plus vatup. Now I've already shown you the prakriya kiyat. Idam plus vatup iyat. And prakriyayam upayujyamanani sutrani Vidambhyam voghaha ayaneyiniya prakachagam pratyadinam idam kimorishki yasyeti cha. All these sutras have been discussed already. पुनरेकवारं संख्या संज्ञा कियत् तथा इयत् इति शब्दौ बहुगणवतुड संख्या बहुगणवतुडति संख्या इत्यनेन संख्या संज्ञकौ भवतः. So that completes the kimidambhyam voghaha over here. Kimidambhyam voghaha. Oh, idam ityatra dot. Kimidambhyam voghaha. I think the ma is okay because this is still a pada. So you can still have a ma, but because Sutrapatha explains, there is nothing harm in saying ma because it is kim is a separate pada, idam is a separate pada, bhyam. No, kim idam bhyam. Idam is a pada, right? So in presence of bhyam, it gets a pada samnya. So monuswaraha and vapadantasya. So by vapadantasya, it will have a makar at then. But that's okay. If the sutra patha is saying a dot, we'll use a dot. So now we have established the Vatupa Pratyaya for 5 words. Let us look at the sutras. Idam Kimorishki is the first sutram in the list that deals with Idam and Kim. And then we have Asarvanamna. So Idam Kimorishki, very simple sutram and very beautiful sutram because this is a classic example of Anekalshit Sarvasya. I think we have already learned it as an example of Anekalshit Sarvasya. If not, I'll teach it today once again. Idam Kimoho ईश्की. वेरी सिंपल. यथा संख्यम भवति. इदम इत्यस्य ईश, किम इत्यस्य की. सो इदम किमोः इदम किम इत्येतयोः ईश्की इत्येतौ यथा संख्यम आदेशौ भवतः kada bhavataha. Look at this particular requirement. There is an anuvrutti of druk drushvatushu. So this is a sutram that combines certain aspects of tadhita prakriya and certain aspects of krut prakriya. So idam kimorishki has an anuvrutti of druk drushvatushu. In presence of 3 distinct entities, idam becomes ish and kim becomes ki. What are the 3 entities? Druk. Actually, it is drush. Because of the sandhi, it has become ka. But it is drush with a half shakara. Then there is drusha with a full shakara. Drusha, drusha, and vatu. So vatu is the pratyay that we are studying right now. Drusha and drusha are krudanta words. Hopefully we will probably talk about it. I don't know yet, but hopefully we'll talk about them in the krudanta module. But druk drushvatushu. So drusha tatha drusha. One is half sh, other is full sh. So drusha tatha drusha iti shabdayoho parayoho तथा च वतुप इति प्रत्यये परे idam shabdasya ish adeshah kim shabdasya ki adeshah bhavati. Now look at the interesting, why this example is interesting. In this example, Anekalshit Sarvasya Sutram is used with both of its components. Idam ityasya ish iti adeshah shitvat sarvadeshah. Kim ityasya ki iti adeshah अनेकाल्त्वात् सर्वादेशः. सो अनेकाल्शित् सर्वस्य इति सूत्रस्य सर्वेषाम् इत्युक्ते द्वयोः अपि नियमयोः एकम् एव उदाहरणं किम् इति पृच्छामश्चेत् इदं किमोरीष्की. So that's why you have to remember this sutram as an example on अनेकाल्शित् सर्वस्य. So ईश इत्यत्र शित्वात् सर्वादेशः, की इत्यत्र अनेकाल्त्वात् सर्वादेशः. So what is an example? इदं प्लस दृश धातुः अस्ति, तत्र क्विन् इति कृत् प्रत्ययः विधीयते. कृत् इति सर्वापहारी प्रत्ययः, so that leads to idam plus drusha. That's your drusha component, the first part of your anuvritti. Idam ityasya I iti आदेशे कृते ईदृश. इदम इत्यत्र दृश धातोः कै इति प्रत्यय विधीयते, another कृत् प्रत्ययः. दृश plus कै is drusha with a full shakara. So idam plus drusha, idam becomes idrusha. The previous one is idrish, prathama ekvachane idrak. Next one is idrusha, prathama ekvachane idrushaha. The third is idam plus vatupa. That's our interesting. That's of our interest. Idam plus vatupa. Vatupa becomes ghata, becomes iyata, becomes e plus iyata. Yasyati cha lopaha. Finally, iyata. The pratyay itself comes as the final form. So iyata. Same thing for kim. Kim becomes kidrish, kidrusha, and kiyata. Anina prakarena idam kimorishki iti sutram. Atra idam to e तथा किम टू की, टाइपिंग मिस्टेक इन द लास्ट लाइन ऑफ द स्लाइड. सो किम टू की इत्यत्र इदं सूत्रं प्रयुज्यते. Let's move on to the next sutram, a sarvanamnah. That's the immediate next sutram, a sarvanamna. Again very simple, druk drushvatushu. So drisha, drusha and vatup इत्येतेषु प्रत्ययेषु परेषु सर्वनाम सम्यक शब्दस्य आ इति आदेशः भवति. सो दृश अगेन हाफ श तथा दृश फुल श इति शब्दयोः परयोः तथा च वतुप इति प्रत्यये परे सर्वनाम सम्यक शब्दस्य आकारादेशः भवति अलोन्त्यस्य इति आकारादेशः. So again observe this, the previous sutram idam kimorishki is for anekalshit sarvasya. The immediate next sutram is for alontyasya. So these are actually the sutras that are stock examples that Bhattoji Dikshita quotes all the way at the beginning in the Samnya Prakaranam, or where he is teaching all those, or Paribhasha Prakaranam, whatever, where he is teaching all those Adesha related sutras, anekalshit sarvasya, nich, adef parasya, and so on. So सर्वनाम्नः आकारादेशः भवति दृक् दृश्वतुषु, दृक् दृश्वतुषु. So दृश तथा दृश इति शब्दयोः परयोः तथा च वतु प्रत्यये परे सर्वनाम सम्यक शब्दस्य अन्तिमवर्णस्य आकारादेशः तद becomes तादृश. So दृश plus queen, everything is same as previous one. The point to observe is तद becomes त आ. सवर्ण दीर्घे ता, तादृश, तादृश and तावत. So tada becomes tavat. Similarly, yadrish, yavat, and etadrish, etavat, and so on. So this particular sutram, asarvanamna, is used in many other contexts as well. But for now, I mean, this is used for drusha component in many other contexts, because the drusha and drusha एतौ द्वौ कृत् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दौ बहुभ्यः शब्देभ्यः विधीयते. सो तत्र यत्र यत्र सर्वनाम सम्यकः शब्दः अस्ति तत्र तत्र अस्य सूत्रस्य प्रयोगः भवति. परन्तु वतुप इत्यस्य विषये ओन्ली यद तद एंड एतद, एतानि त्रीणि एव उदाहरणानि सन्ति. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई फोकस्ड इन द स्लाइड डेक ओवर हियर. तावत, यावत एंड एतावत. दैट कंप्लीट्स द डेरिवेशन ऑफ all the 5 vatup pratyayanta words. Let us go to the next one in the list. Kimaha sankhya parimane dati cha. Now understand. Till now it was parimana. Now it is changed to sankhya parimana. Kaha bhedaha? Parimana is how much. Sankhya parimana is how many. So all of you in your introductory classes have learned and probably are teaching the difference between kiyat versus kati. Kiyat jalam asti versus kati phalani santi. So some of that part is a misunderstanding on your part. I am going to explain it in a moment, but most of it is actually correct. So that's what, how much is the parimana and how many is the sankhya parimana. So kimaha sankhya parimane dati cha. So that's your sankhya pariman. And what does the sutra say? Kimaha sankhya parimane dati cha. चकारेण वतुप इति प्रत्ययः अनुवर्त्यते, अतः किम शब्दात् का संख्या परिमाणम् अस्य, व्हाट इज द काउंट, हाउ मेनी इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे दति तथा वतुप इति द्वौ प्रत्ययौ भवतः. द्वौ मीन्स नॉट टुगेदर ऑब्वियसली, द्वौ प्रत्यय इत्युक्ते विकल्पेन दति प्रत्ययः पक्षे वतुप इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो का संख्या परिमाणमस्य, हाउ मेनी इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे किम इति शब्दात् डति प्रत्ययः. डति इत्यत्र इकारः अनुनासिकः नास्ति, इत्संज्ञकः नास्ति, डकारः इत्संज्ञकः अस्ति, चुटु इत्यनेन इत्संज्ञा भवति. सो किम प्लस अति, डित् प्रत्यये परे टेः इति टिलोपः, किम इत्यस्य टी संज्ञकम् इम, तस्य लोपे कृते क प्लस अति kati. So that's your familiar word is being derived over how many, kati. So kati chhatraah santi, ka sankhya parimanam etesham chhatranam iti ashayah. But we also have vatupa. So ka sankhya parimanam asya also results in kima plus vatupa giving kiyata. So kiyantah chhatraah santi, that is also a very valid prayoga. So kiyat can be used for how much as well as how many. Kati can only be used for how many, because kati is only for sankhya parimane, whereas kiyata we derived it over here for sankhya parimana, and earlier we derived it for the normal parimana. So nadyam kiyat jalam asti, varge kiyantah chhatraah santi. If you use it in bahuvachanam, it becomes how many. If you use it in ekvachanam, it becomes how much. This is what I was referring. A little bit of misunderstanding has to be cleared. So kati iti shabdah api sankhya samnyakah asti, षट् संज्ञकः अपि अस्ति, दति च इति सूत्रमेव अस्माभिः अधीतं. कियत् इति शब्दः तु केवलं संख्या संज्ञकः एव भवति. सो वाक्ये प्रयोगः, अत्र कति छात्राः सन्ति, अत्र कियन्तः छात्राः सन्ति. सो संख्या परिमाणे प्रयुक्तः कियत् शब्दः नित्यं बहुवचने प्रयोक्तव्यः. Now this is not a Vyakarana rule, this is a convention. You don't ask how many if the answer is, I mean, answer can be one, but this question itself, how many, implies that the cardinality is not known. Therefore, samanya tatra bahuvachanam prayujyate. So, kiyat iti shabdah sankhya parimane prayuktah nityam bahuvachane eva prayuktavyah. In all three lingas, kiyantah vrukshaha, kiyatyah nadyah, how many rivers, how many trees, kiyanti phalani, how many fruits. कति इति शब्दः तु नित्य बहुवचनान्तः एव अस्ति. कति शब्दस्य कः विशेषः, कति इति शब्दः नित्य बहुवचनान्तः त्रिषु लिङ्गेषु समानानि रूपाणि भवन्ति. अतः तत्र कति वृक्षाः, कति नद्यः, कति फलानि इत्येव प्रयोगः भवन्ति. एंड ऑब्वियसली सर्वेषु अपि सर्वासु अपि विभक्तिषु तत्र रूपाणि भवन्ति. सो कति छात्राः, सो दैट इज एकवचनम. कति छात्रान् पाठयामि, सो दैट इज द्विवचनम. कतिभिः छात्रैः अधीतं, सो दैट इज तृतीया. कतिभ्यः छात्रेभ्यः ददामि, कतिभ्यः छात्रेभ्यः स्वीकृतं, कतीनां छात्राणां समूहः, कतिषु छात्रेषु स्नेहः. In all these cases, you have corresponding vibhakti on the kati, and similar examples can be generated for kiyat as well. अनेन प्रकारेण नद्यां कियत् जलम् अस्ति, वर्गे कियन्तः छात्राः सन्ति इति प्रकारेण प्रयोगाः सम्भवन्ति. सो दैट टेक्स केयर ऑफ यत् तदेतेभ्यः परिमाणे वतुप, किमिदं भ्यामोघः, एंड किमः संख्या परिमाणे दति च, कवरिंग द वतुप एंड दति प्रत्यय. The next pratyaya that we are going to talk about is तयप प्रत्यय, again very useful. Dvitaya, tritaya, chatuштय, shatataya, and so on. These words are generated using that tayapa pratyaya. So the sutram over there is sankhyayaha avayave tayapa. Avayava means parts. This much number is the parts. So chatushtaya means asya padarthasya chatvarah bhagaah santi. So that is chatushtaya. So sankhyayaah avayave. Avayave vartamanayaah sankhyayaah. Kaha arthah? Avayavaha asya. This number is the number of parts. So इयं संख्या अवयवाः यस्य इति अस्मिन् अर्थे संख्यावाचक शब्देभ्यः तयप् इति प्रत्ययः भवति. सो एक इत्यस्मात् तयप् प्रायेण न भवति, एकत इति प्रायेण भवितुम् अर्हति, परन्तु एकः अवयवः अस्ति इति प्रयोगे तादृशः प्रयोगः प्रायेण न दृश्यते. It won't even make sense even if it is there. So dvau avayavau asya dvitaya, or you can use ekataya, saying that it is a full whole part which cannot be divided. So that is ekataya. But dvitaya, trayah avayavaha is a simple, just not even vardamilam, just keep the pratyay next to it. Tritaya, chatvarah avayavaha asya, chatur plus tayap. See the prakriya? Because there is a takara, the repha becomes kharvasani or visarjaniyah. Chatuhu visarjaniyasya saha chatushtaya. Then there is a sutram that converts sa to sh. It is in the adesha pratyayoho section, shatva prakranam. I am not yet taught it, I will not be teaching it. But sa becomes sh. Chatush plus taya shtutve krute. Chatush plus taya chatushtaya. पंच अवयवाः अस्य पंचन प्लस तयप पदसंज्ञायां सत्यां न लोपः प्रातिपदिकान्तस्य इति नकारलोपे पंचतय. एवमेव षट्तय, दशतय, विंशतितय, शततय. सो दैट मच नंबर ऑफ पार्ट्स. स्त्रीलिंगे किं भवति? तत्र नीप् प्रत्ययविधायकं यत् सूत्रमस्ति, टिड्ढाणे द्वयसच् दघ्नच् मात्रच् तयप् ठक् ठय कय क्वरपः. तत्र तयप् इति प्रत्ययस्य ग्रहणं कृतमस्ति, अतः तयप् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः स्त्रीत्वे नीप् इति प्रत्ययं स्वीकुर्वन्ति. सो द्वितयी, त्रितयी, चतुष्टयी, पञ्चतयी, शततयी, अनेन प्रकारेण रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. एतेषां वाक्यप्रयोगः कथं करणीयः? सो तयप् प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः समूहः इति अर्थे प्रयुज्यन्ते. सो व्हेन यू से अवयवे, what does it exactly mean? You are kind of talking of a group where there are parts. So taya pratyanta shabdaha samuhaha nochet vibhagaha iti ubhayatha. Ubhayatha means not two different meanings. Same meaning. When you look at one side, you are counting parts. When you look from the other point of view, you are actually talking about one full object having those parts. So samuhaha nochet vibhagaha iti ubhayatha. Ubhaya drishtya prayujyate. यतो हि समूहस्य एव विभागः संभवति. सो श्लोकस्य चतुष्टयम् इत्युक्ते श्लोकचतुष्टयम्, दिस इज देयर इन द अभिज्ञान शाकुन्तलम, तत्र श्लोकचतुष्टयम्. सो श्लोकचतुष्टयम् इत्युक्ते चतुर्णां श्लोकानां समूहः. श्लोकचतुष्टयम् डजंट मीन एकस्य श्लोकस्य चत्वारः भागाः. श्लोकचतुष्टयम् इत्युक्ते चतुर्णां श्लोकानां समूहः. सो श्लोकस्य चतुष्टयम्, अ ग्रुप ऑफ 4 श्लोकास. So from one point of view, it is a group. From other point of view, it is 4 different shlokas. So atra samuhasya chatvarah bhagaah santi iti arthah. So that's all about the tayap pratyay. Very simple, no prakriya needed, and except for the chatushtaya. The next one is dvitribhyam tayasya ayach va. Now anybody of you should be able to explain the meaning. द्वि शब्दः तथा त्रि शब्दः एते एताभ्यां यः तयप प्रत्ययः उक्तः अवयवार्थे तस्य विकल्पेन अयच् आदेशः भवति. सो द्वित्रिभ्यां परस्य तयप इति प्रत्ययस्य वा इत्युक्ते विकल्पेन अयच् आदेशः भवति. सो द्वौ अवयवौ अस्य द्वि प्लस तयप. तयप becomes अयच्, अनेकाल्त्वात् सर्वादेशः. द्वि प्लस अयच्, यस्येति चेति इकारलोपे द्व प्लस अय द्वय. So द्वितय is the same as द्वय. त्रितय इज सेम एज त्रय. सो अत्र त्रयः प्रश्नाः सन्ति, अत्र प्रश्नत्रयम् विद्यते. कः सूक्ष्मः भेदः? त्रयः प्रश्नाः सन्ति इत्यत्र पृथक् पृथक् त्रयः प्रश्नाः इति आशयः. अत्र प्रश्नत्रयम् विद्यते इत्युक्ते एकः समूहः मम मनसि अस्ति, तस्मिन् समूहे त्रय प्रश्नाः सन्ति. Eventually it boils down to the same thing, but there is a small difference in the way you look at it. तय इति प्रत्ययः, तस्य अयच् इति आदेशः, तत्र अवयवाः अस्मिन् अर्थे भवति. So द्वय त्रय, and obviously this is optional. So द्वितय इत्यपि साधु, त्रितय इत्यपि साधु. So गुणत्रयम् इति त्रयाणां गुणानां समूहः, समूहे त्रय गुणाः सन्ति इति आशयः. And then there can be a question that might be asked, तयप् प्रत्ययस्य अयच् आदेशः किमर्थम्? साक्षात् पृथग् रूपेण अयच् एव प्रत्ययः किमर्थं न वक्तव्यः? सो द्वित्रिभ्याम् अयज्वा इत्युक्ते तय प्रत्ययः एकस्मिन् पक्षे, अन्यस्मिन् पक्षे अयच् प्रत्ययः इत्येव उच्यताम्. तय प्रत्ययस्य पुनः अयच् आदेशः किमर्थम् इति प्रश्ने कृते तत्र तयप् प्रत्ययस्य अयच् इति आदेशे कृते स्थानिवद् भावेन तयप् प्रत्यय विशिष्टः नीप् प्रत्ययः संभवति. If you explicitly give ayach pratyaya, then ayach needs to be again added into that tiddhane sutram to give a neep pratyaya. Maybe that is actually alpaksharatvam, we don't know, but the calculation in Pani Maharshi's mind at that time possibly was that if I give ayach as a separate pratyaya, I'll have to again focus on giving the neep pratyaya for that. So instead, taya pratyayasya eva ayach adeshah kimartham saha eva arthah asti अवयवाः इत्यस्मिन् एव अर्थे, अतः तय प्रत्ययस्य अयच् इति आदेशे कृते तत्र स्थानिवद् भावेन तय प्रत्ययस्य यः नीप् सः एव अत्र अपि संभवति. अतः तय प्रत्ययस्य स्थानिवद् भावेन टिड्ढाणे इत्यत्र तयप् इति ग्रहणेन नीप् प्रत्ययः अयच् प्रत्ययस्य विषये अपि भवति. सो द्वय प्लस नीप् द्वयि एंड त्रयी. सो यू हैव वेदत्रयी. So you have Rigveda, Yajurveda and Samaveda. These three Vedas are actually called Vedatrayi. Atharvaveda came much later. So Vedatrayi iti atra rupam udharanam siddhyati. So that is about the Dvitaya, Tritaya, Chatushtaya, Dvaya, Traya. And finally the last sutram of our sheet number 7, Ubhat Udattaha Nityam. So Ubha iti shabdat तयप् इति प्रत्ययः उभौ अवयवौ यस्य. सो टू पार्ट्स, उभ मीन्स टू. सो द्वौ अवयवौ यस्य इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे उभ शब्दात् तयप् प्रत्यये कृते तस्य तयप् प्रत्ययस्य नित्यम् अयच् आदेशः भवति. सो द्वि तथा त्रि इत्यत्र विकल्पेन अयच् आदेशः उक्तः. इदानीम् उभात् udattaha. So he also gives the swara. Udattaha adeshah asti. We'll keep that particular part aside. Parantu ubhat ayam adeshah nityam bhavati. Iti atra agrimasya sutrasya arthaha. So ubha shabdat tayap iti pratyayah vidhiyate. So tayap pratyay was not told earlier. It was only told sankhyayaha avayave tayap. Sankhya, ubha is not the sankhya. So idanim ubha iti shabdat tayap pratyayah bhavati. So that all comes as an anuvritti. Ubhat avayave tayap. First you have to give the pratyaya. Ubhat avayave tayap tayasya nityam udattaha ayach. Ubha shabdat ubhau avayavau yasya asmin arthe tayap pratyayah tasya cha nityam ayach adeshah. Ubha plus tayap, ubha plus ayach, yasyeti cheti akara lope, ubha plus aya, ubhaya. Very well known word, ubhaya. Strilinge sthanivad bhavena neep ubhayi iti siddhyati. Now many of you probably have learned, or maybe I also have told earlier, ubhaya shabdaha dvivachane na prayujyate. So ubha iti shabdaha nityam dvivachane eva, ubhaya iti shabdaha dvivachane na prayujyate. So ubha iti shabdaha dvivachane na prayujyate iti kayyatasya matamasti. Parantu padamanjarikaraha haradattaha ubha shabdasya dvivachanam api svikaroti. So on the website, I have given all the forms, because some grammarians believe ubha iti trishu api vachaneshu kechana vaiyakaranaः tu kevalam ekavachane bahuvachane cha tasya rupani svikurvanti. So what is an example? Now, by the way, the ubhaya word is in the sarvadi gana. Sarva, vishwa, ubhaya, dataradatama, anyanyatara, itara. So, ubhaya ityasya sarvanama samnya asti. तस्य प्रयोजनम् अग्रे पश्यामः, परन्तु अस्य सर्वनाम संज्ञा अस्ति. Therefore सर्वनाम विशिष्टानि कार्याणि अपि तत्र भवन्ति उभयस्मात्, सर्वस्मात्, like उभयस्मात्, उभयस्मिन् and so on. What is an example? Ubhayaha manihi. Similar to dvayaha or dvitayaha manihi. Two parts. So saha manihi yasya dvau avayavau staha. Ekavachane prayogaha. Ubhaye deva manusyaha. So saha महान गणः यस्य द्वौ उपगणौ स्तः, एकः देवानां गणः, एकः च मनुष्याणां गणः. सो देवानां गणः तथा च मनुष्याणां गणः इति द्वौ गणौ यस्य अवयवौ तादृश उभये देवमनुष्याः. अनेन प्रकारेण अत्र उभय इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. So with this, we complete the Panchamika Prakaranam, sheet number 7. We studied a very valuable pratyaya called itacha, and then we talked about यावत तावत एतावत इयत कियत एते सर्वे वतुप प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः. कति इति डति प्रत्ययान्त शब्दः. एंड देन एकतय द्वितय तृतीय चतुष्टय पंचतय एते सर्वे तयप प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः. देन द्वय एंड त्रय एतौ अयच प्रत्ययान्त शब्दौ. एंड पुनरेकवारं उभय इति अयच प्रत्ययान्त शब्दः. All this is part of the Panchamika Prakaranam. Assuming there are no questions, let us go to the next sheet. Does the word Panchamika has some tadhita pratyay? You only tell me. Panchamasya idam Panchamikam. So thak would be there. So Panchame sthitam Panchamikam. There would be some pratyay. Obviously, I don't recollect every sutram over here, but it looks like a thaka or thai pratyay. Ika is there, right? Okay. The next one is Matvarthya section, sheet number 8. So 8, 9, 10 are actually very important sheets. So sheet number 8, Matvarthya Prakaranam. What is there in this particular sheet? Kinchidekavaram Sankshepena Vadami. So initially there is a set of pratyas, Ra pratyaya and Mayat pratyaya, Tadasmin Adhikamiti Dashanta Daha and so on. I'll skip these. I would have loved to teach, but then we have a limitation on time. So I'm going to skip these. Then comes a very important section of Purana Pratyayaha, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturtha, and so on. So we are going to learn all these sutras one by one in sequence. Then comes a small section of Matvarthiya Prakaranam, where the Matup Pratyaya undergoes certain kind of, some pratyayas in the meaning of the Matup Pratyaya, Tadasya and Tadasmin, are given only for very specific Vedic context, not the Vedic prayogas, but context of Vedas and the chapters and the whatever books in the Vedas and so on. Only 4 sutras are there. After, we are going to skip all that from our course. After that, there is a set of some random in the sense miscellaneous sutras. Mostly the Kana Pratyaya is given over there in the various meanings. I think we are going to skip all of that again. After that, there is Tadasya Asti Asmin Niti Matupa. So that's your Vidyavan, Lakshmivan and so on. We are going to spend the entire next class in studying this section. Tadasya Asmin Asti Iti Matupa. We are not going to study all those whatever 25-30 sutras are there. Parantu atra Vidyamanani Prayena Bahuni Sutrani, maybe Vimshati Sutrani Asmabhi Patishante. So that is the plan of tomorrow's class. But before that, let us rewind and go to Purana Pratyayaha. That is another very important topic that we want to discuss. Kim nama Puranam? Completion bhavati. So when you are counting till say number 10, the completion happens when you count the 10th entity. So that 10th is the Purana Pratyaya in English. So Puryate anena, Ganana Puryate, Sankhyanam Puryate, Gananayaha Samaptihi anena bhavati saha Puranaha. एते शब्दाः क्रमेण स्थानं दर्शयन्ति, ऑर्डिनालिटी, ऑर्डिनल नंबर्स इत्यत्र इत्यर्थः। सो द्वयोः पूरणं द्वितीय इत्यत्र समाप्यते, दशानां पूरणं दशमः इत्यत्र समाप्यते। सो द्वितीयः, दशमः, शततमः, सहस्रतमः, सो ऑल दीज आर पूर्ण प्रत्ययान्त वर्ड्स। वेर आर ऑल दीज पूर्ण प्रत्ययस् taught? तस्य पूरणे डट् इत्यस्मात् आरभ्य षष्ट्यादेश्च असंख्यादेः इति सूत्रेषु पूर्णप्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः, पूर्णप्रत्ययाः सर्वे पाठिताः सन्ति। भाषायाम् एते सर्वेपि शब्दाः विशेषणरूपेण प्रयुज्यन्ते। सो द्वितीयः छात्रः, द्वितीया छात्रा, द्वितीयं फलं, द्वितीयस्य फलस्य। सो सर्वेषु लिङ्गेषु, सर्वासु विभक्तिषु, सर्वेषु वचनेषु अस्य रूपाणि भवन्ति। तत्र द्वितीय तथा तृतीय इत्येतयोः स्त्रीत्वे टाप इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते। द्वितीया तथा तृतीया, द तिथिज आर आल्सो लाइक दैट, द्वितीया एंड तृतीया। चतुर्थ इत्यस्मात् अग्रे ङीप् प्रत्ययः, चतुर्थी, पंचमी, षष्ठी, सप्तमी, शततमी एंड सो ऑन, सर्वत्र ङीप् इति प्रत्ययः भवति। सो द लॉजिक इज वेरी सिंपल, द्वितीय एंड तृतीय यू गेट अ टाप, चतुर्थ इत्यस्मात् ङीप् प्रत्ययः भवति। व्हाट अबाउट प्रथम? So why did I start with dvitiya? So prathama iti shabdah purana pratyayantah nasti. If you have only one entity, you don't need to count. So prathama iti shabdah purana pratyayantah nasti, apitu unadi pratyayantah asti. किमर्थम उणादि प्रत्ययान्त इति चेत् तद्धित प्रकरणे अन्यत्र अष्टाध्याय्याम् अस्य परिगणनं न भवति. If Panini Maharshi would have specified Prathama as the Tadhita Pratyanta, Purana Pratyanta, what the question was not there. But what Panini Maharshi thinks is that if there is only one, there is no need to say one like we say second, third, fourth and all that. There is no need to say first or one is what is implied meaning over there. Now why he thinks like that, I don't know. Prathama is a very useful word technically. Maybe Adi is the other word, so Adistha and so on are better prayogas according to him. But whatever is the case, एक इति शब्दात् कोऽपि प्रत्ययः पूर्ण प्रत्ययः पाठितः नास्ति. अतः उणादि प्रकरणे प्रथ इति धातोः मरच् इति प्रत्यये कृते प्रथम, अरच्, not मरच्, प्रथेः, no, correct, marach. Why this marach? Whatever. So maybe there is some further prakriya. Prathehe marach iti sutrena pratha iti. This intrigues me. Let's go to the Unadi Path. All the way at the end of the Unadi Path. Second last sutram or last sutram. Prathehe ramach. See, I was remembering it wrong. Prathehe amach is the pratyay, not marach. That's what I said, something is wrong. Amach is the pratyay. Pratha plus amach prathama iti tatra rupam bhavati. Prathehe amach pratheramach iti prathama iti unadi pratyantah shabdah siddhyati. Okay, so far so good. Now let's start our train and let's study everything that you know, so that we know we are all on the same page, and then I'll rush through the sutras. So let's start counting. Eka iti shabdat puranarthe pratyayah na vidhiyate. This is clear. Dvi iti shabdat तथा च tri iti shabdat puranarthe tiya iti pratyayah vidhiyate. So tiya is a pratyaya. Dvi plus tiya becomes dvitiya. Tri plus tiya becomes tritiya. Dvi plus triya, the prakriya is simple. There's nothing. You just keep them next to each other. 3 plus tiya, what is happening? Look at this. Ta plus ra plus e. 3 plus tiya. 3 इत्यस्य संप्रसारणं भवति. किं नाम संप्रसारणम्? इग्यणः संप्रसारणम्. यण वर्णस्य इक् वर्णे परिवर्तनम्. र इत्यस्य स्थाने रु इति भवति. अग्रे संप्रसारणाच्च इत्यनेन पूर्वरूप एकादेशे कृते इकारः निर्गच्छति. सो त प्लस रु, तृतीय. So go back and study Samprasaranacha if you are not remembering it. So त plus r becomes ru, तृतीय. अनेन प्रकारेण संप्रसारणे कृते रेफस्य ऋकारादेशे कृते तृतीय इति शब्दः सिद्ध्यति. So these are the sutras. Now I can actually show you the sutras and you can study it as a self-study also. द्वेः तीयः, द्वि इति शब्दात् तीय प्रत्ययः भवति. त्रेः संप्रसारणं च. So त्रि इति शब्दात् तीय इति प्रत्ययः संप्रसारणं च भवति. So now you should be able to study this. So there's nothing. I mean, I have just taught the sutras. So द्वि इति शब्दात् तीय प्रत्ययः, त्रि इति शब्दात् तीय प्रत्ययः तथा संप्रसारणं च. Tasya purane is the anuvritti or adhikara that comes all the way. I think technically it is taken as anuvritti, but I don't remember. It may be adhikara also. So tasya purane ityasmin arthe tri iti shabdat tiya pratyah tatha cha samprasaranam bhavati. So dvi and tri iti shabdat tiya iti pratyah bhavati. Chatur iti shabdat puranarthe trayah pratyayah dattaha santi. There is a pratyay called datta, there is a pratyay called ya, and there is a pratyay called ch. Datta iti pratyayah सूत्रकारेण दत्तः अस्ति, य तथा ch iti vartikakaरेण दत्तौ स्तः. So datta pratyaya gives chaturtha, ya pratyaya gives turya, and ch pratyaya gives turiya. So remember turya rasokara, turya and turiya both mean chaturtha. Turiya is actually used in the Vedantic text. Turiya sthitihi. So tatra turiya avastha asti, jagrita avastha, swapna avastha, and so on. There is a tritiya avastha or turiya avastha. So that's turiya, and then turiya is also used in the same meaning. So ya, cha, and datta. Let's look at this in a little bit more details. Dat pratyay dakara takarau itsamyakau द्वयोः लोपे कृते प्रक्रियायां केवलम् अ इति अवशिष्यते. डट् प्रत्यये परे चतुर इति शब्दस्य थुक् आगमः भवति. सो चतुर गेट्स अ कित् आगम, अन्त्यावयव, थुक् इति आगम, उकारः उच्चारणार्थः, ककारः अन्त्यावयव रूपेण आगमार्थं स्थापितः. सो क गोज अवे, उ गोज अवे, चतुर्थ प्लस डट, डट इज इसेंशियली अ, चतुर्थ इति रूपं भवति. So chatur plus thuk becomes chaturtha. That's dat pratyay pare. Cha tatha ya pratyay pare. Chatur iti shabdasya cha iti aksharasya. The entire letter cha, not half cha but cha plus a. Chatur ityasya cha iti aksharasya lopaha bhavati. So chatur plus cha is iya, cha goes away. Tura plus iya, turiya. Similarly, chatur plus ya, cha goes away. Tur plus ya, तुर्य. अनेन प्रकारेण तुर्य तथा तुर्य इति शब्दाः सिद्ध्यन्ति, इति शब्दौ सिद्ध्यतः. सो व्हाट वी सॉ टिल नाउ, एक शब्दात् पूर्ण प्रत्ययः न विधीयते, द्वि इति शब्दात् तीय, त्रि इति शब्दात्, लेट मी मेक दैट ब्लू सो दैट इट्स हाइलाइटेड प्रॉपर्ली, त्रि इति शब्दात् अपि तीय प्रत्ययः विधीयते. चतुर इति शब्दात् त्रयः प्रत्ययाः सन्ति. डट इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति, छ इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति, य इति प्रत्ययः अस्ति. Complexity ends over here. पंचन शब्दात् आरभ्य अग्रे विद्यमानेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः डट इति विधीयते. So same dat is actually given for 4 onwards, but I kept a separate case of 4 because y and ch are also given to 4. But otherwise चतुर इत्यस्मात् आरभ्य एव सर्वेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः पूर्णार्थे डट इति प्रत्ययः विधीयते. परंतु तत्र अग्रे अस्य डट् प्रत्ययस्य भिन्नाः आगमाः उक्ताः सन्ति. सो पंचन, सप्तन, सो नॉट शश बट सप्तन, अष्टन, नवन, दशन एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः डट् प्रत्ययस्य मट् आगमः भवति. सो मट् is the tit agama and it is the agama on the pratyaya. The thukka agama was the kitta agama, it was on the prakruti. Datta agama, sorry, matta agama is on the pratyaya. There is a reason why he puts it on the pratyaya rather than the prakruti. We don't want to go in that shastra right now. But matta is the agama on the pratyaya. So we have panchana plus matta, datta. Matta is the agama, datta iti pratyaya. Panchan plus matta plus datta. पंचन इत्यत्र इदानीं पदसंज्ञा भवति बिकॉज मकार इज देयर इन द बिगिनिंग. सो पंचन इत्यत्र नकार लोपे, न लोप प्रातिपदिकस्य इति नकार लोपे पंचम. मट इत्यत्र अकारः उच्चारणार्थः, टकारः इत्संज्ञकः, हाफ म इति अवशिष्यते. डट इत्यत्र डकारस्य इत्संज्ञा, टकारस्य इत्संज्ञा अ इति आगच्छति. पंच प्लस म प्लस अ पंचम, सप्तम, अष्टम, नवम, दशम अनेन प्रकारेण रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. शश इज रिमेनिंग. सो शश इति शब्दस्य डट प्रत्यये परे हुक इति आगमः भवति. So like the chatur word, chatur becomes thuk. Similarly, I mean chatur gets an agama thuk. In the same way, shash also gets an agama thuk. Both involve thuk agama. Look at this: chatur plus thuk, shash plus thuk. Normal shtutva happens. Sh plus th becomes th, shash th. So once you have a thuk agama, normal shtutva will happen. Shasth iti rupam bhavati. So that takes care of ek, dvi, tri, chatur, pancha, shash, sapta, ashta, nava, dasha. Pancha, shash, sapta, ashta, nava, dasha. Till 10 is done. 11 to 19, ekadashan ityatah navadashan इति शब्देभ्यः केवलं डट् प्रत्ययः भवति, कोऽपि आगमः न भवति. सो एकादशन प्लस डट् इत्यत्र डट् इति प्रत्ययः डित्वात् टीलोपः. सो एकादश प्लस अ एकादश. So same word ekadash, but this is akarant. So when you say tatra ekadash chhatraha santi, that ekadash is a sankhya-vachaka word. Ekadashan ityasya prathama bahuvachanam asti. Ekadash chhatraha santi. परंतु यदि अहम वदामि एकादशः छात्रः देवदत्तः, 11th स्टूडेंट इज देवदत्त, तत्र एकादशः इत्यत्र 11th पूर्ण प्रत्ययः अस्ति. सो एकादश अकारांत शब्दः, whereas एकादशन तस्य प्रथमा बहुवचनम एकादश, that is संख्यावाचक. So एवमेव एकादश, द्वादश and so on up to नवदश. So this way, I mean, most of you know the final forms. The only thing that may be new to you are the agamas and prakriya. So this way you go till 19. What happens beyond 20? So vimshatihi तथा अधिकेभ्यः संख्यावाचकेभ्यः विंशति इत्यतः नवनवति. So starting from 20 up to 99 इत्यत्र डट् प्रत्ययस्य विकल्पेन तमट् आगमः भवति. So विंशति and others get an optional tamat agama. So you have datta pratyaya. On datta you get an optional tamat agama. So vimshati tama, eka vimshati tama, trimshat tama, chatvarimshat tama. This is optional agama. So without agama you have vimsha plus vimshati plus datta. So vimsha. Trimshat plus datta, trimsha. चत्वारिंशत् प्लस डट चत्वारिंश अनेन प्रकारेण उभयथा रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. सो विंशति प्लस तमट् प्लस डट विंशतितम, पक्षे विंशति प्लस डट विंश. आई एम गोइंग टू शो द प्रक्रिया लेटर ऑन. एवमेव एकविंशतितम इत्यत्र इत्यतः नवविंशतितम, एकविंश इत्यतः नवविंश. सो दैट्स 21 to 29. सेम फॉर त्रिंशत्. त्रिंशत् becomes तमट् is optional, त्रिंशत्तम. पक्षे त्रिंशत् प्लस डट टिलोपः. सो दिस इज अ नॉर्मल टिलोप. सो त्रिंश प्लस अ त्रिंश. एवमेव एकत्रिंशत्तमः इत्यत्र नवपञ्चाशत्तमः till 59, 49, no 59. So starting from 31 to 59. For the 60 onwards, there is a small modification in the rule, except for the four numbers. I mean, for the four numbers 60, 70, 80 and 90. एतेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यः शब्देभ्यः तमट् आगमः नित्यं भवति. सो मया पूर्वं किम् उक्तं? सर्वेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः विंशति इत्यतः नवनवति इति सर्वेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः तमट् इति विकल्पेन आगमः. That is true in maximum amount of cases except for four specific numbers. 60, not the series of 60, only 60. 60, षष्टिः, सप्ततिः, अशीतिः, नवतिः. एतेभ्यः चतुर्भ्यः शब्देभ्यः एव डट् प्रत्ययस्य नित्यं तमट् आगमः भवति. सो षष्टि प्लस तमट् डट् षष्टितम अप्य नित्यं तमट् आगमः भवति. सेम सप्ततितम, अशीतितम, नवतितम. But as soon as you go to ekashashti, the previous rule applies. Vikalpena. So ekashashti plus tamat plus data, ekashashti tama pakshe, ekashashti plus data tilope ekashashta. एवमेव द्विषष्टितम इत्यतः नवनवतितम और द्विषष्ट इत्यतः नवनवत. सो नवति प्लस डट इकारस्य लोपे न टिलोपे, सो इकारस्य लोपे नवत प्लस नवत. Work out these prakriyas. There is a homework for you to work these prakriyas out. So dvishashtitama ityatra navanavaitama, obviously except for 70, 80 and 90, तत्र तु सप्ततितम, अशीतितम, नवतितम इत्येव प्रयोगाः भवन्ति. So that takes care of 20 to 100 or 99. पुनरेकवारं वदामि, तमट् इति विकल्पेन आगमः. So you can say विंशतितम, एकविंशतितम, द्वाविंशतितम till नवनवतितम, or you can say विंश, एकविंश, द्वाविंश and so on, त्रिंश, एकत्रिंश, द्वात्रिंश and so on up to नवनवत. नवनवति become नवनवत. And षष्टि on सप्तति, अशीति and नवति, तत्र तम इति अवश्यमेव प्रयोक्तव्यम्. Beyond 100 is very easy. शतम इत्यतः अग्रे सर्वेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः डट् प्रत्ययस्य नित्यं तमट् आगमः भवति. सो शततम, लक्षतम, सहस्रतम, कोटितम, द्विशततम, अष्टोत्तरशततम, सर्वत्र तमट् इति नित्यमेव आगमः भवति. As simple as that. But the story doesn't end over here. Remember, पूर्वम् अस्माभिः किं दृष्टं, यावत् तावत् एतावत् इत्येते अपि संख्यावाचकशब्दाः एव सन्ति. अतः अन्येभ्यः संख्यावाचकशब्देभ्यः पूर्णप्रत्ययाः सम्भवन्ति. Before that, I will show you the sutras because I want you to study these sutras on your own. That is explicitly made as self-study. So observe this. Tasya purane data. So data iti puranarthaka. This is the outsargika sutram. नान्ताद नकारान्ताद मट इति आगमः भवति. So nakarantat, so panchana, saptana and so on, that's the mat agama. Then he has vimshatyadibhyah tamat anyatarasyam, so dat pratyay se vaikalpikah tamat agamah. And then he has nityam shatadi, so shatadi ityasya krute nityam tamat agamah. I will walk you through the sutras, but I want you to study it on your own in a little bit more details. Before that, अन्येभ्यः संख्यावाचकेभ्यः पूर्णप्रत्ययः. सो बहुगण वतुडति संख्या इत्यनेन बहु इति शब्दः अस्ति, गण इति शब्दः अस्ति, वतु प्रत्ययान्त शब्दाः, डति प्रत्ययान्त शब्दः, कति इति शब्दः, एतेषां सर्वेषां संख्या इति संज्ञा भवति. अतः तत्रापि पूर्णप्रत्ययाः सम्भवन्ति. सो बहुशब्दात् गणशब्दात् डट प्रत्यये तिथुक् आगमः भवति. सो बहु प्लस तिथुक् प्लस डट बहुतिथ, मेनियथ इत्युक्ते बहुतिथ. स्त्रीलिंगे सर्वत्र ङीप् एव, डट् प्रत्ययः तत्र ङीप् इति भवति, तित् अस्ति, बहुतिथि. सो एज आई मेंशन्ड, एक्सेप्ट फॉर द्वितीय एंड तृतीय सर्वत्र ङीप् एव भवति. गण सेम थिंग, गणतिथ, काउंटेबल्थ, गणतिथ, गणतिथि. वतुप प्रत्यांत यावत् तावत् एतावत्, सेम थिंग. इथुक्, दिस आगम स्लाइटली चेंजेस. इथुक् इति आगमः भवति, यावतिथ. सो यावतां, यावत् इज हाउ मेनी, यावतां पूर्णम हाउ मेनियथ, तावतां पूर्णम दैट मेनियथ, दिस मेनियथ and so on. So tavatith, etavatith, kiyatith, iyatith. So only thing you have to remember is agama slightly changes. In one case it is the tithuk agama, in other case it is the ithuk agama. You have to work it out. Just by listening to the class, nothing will be remembered. Actually work it out. For kati pratyaya, the agama is thuk, like chaturtha and shashtha. So kathi, katith, how manyeth. English doesn't have a beautiful word for that, but Bharataha Katithaha Putraha Dasharathasya Tritiyaha Putraha. So that is Katith, how manyeth. That is Katinam Purnam. Katith, Thuk iti Agamaha Bhavati. Not just that, Kebhyashchana Sankhya Bhinnebhyah Shabdebhyah api Purna Pratyayaha Uktaha Santi. So there are a handful of words which are not Sankhya-vachaka words, परंतु तेभ्यः तद्धिताधिकारे पूर्णप्रत्ययाः सन्ति. सो कतिपय, several. So several th, इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे तत्र डट् प्रत्ययः थुक् आगमः भवति. सो कतिपयथ. So thuk agama like chaturtha, shashtha, katitha, you have katipayatha. So how or severalth iti bhavati. पूग इति समूह इति इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे प्रयुज्यते. संघ इति अपि समूहः इत्यस्मिन् अर्थे प्रयुज्यते. सो टू काउंट द लास्ट मेंबर ऑफ दैट समूह, सो द फाइनल काउंट ऑफ दैट ग्रुप, पूग तिथ, संघ तिथ. सो अगेन डट् आगमः, डट् आगमस्य डट् आगम सॉरी डट् इति प्रत्ययः, डट् प्रत्यये परे तिथुक् आगमः. लाइक बहुतिथ, गणतिथ, सेम सूत्र, पुगतिथ, संघतिथ. सो हियर देयर इज तिथ. सो तिथुक् इति आगमः अस्ति, संघतिथ. मोर इंटरेस्टिंगली मास, मंथ, अर्धमास, exactly half mass, अर्धम मासस्य, this is the प्रथमा तत्पुरुष समास, half month, संवत्सर, year. एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः अपि डट प्रत्ययः तमट् आगमः. मासतम, मासस्य अन्तिमस्य दिनस्य क्रमाङ्कः मासतम, अर्धमासतम, संवत्सरतम. अनेन प्रकारेण मास, अर्धमास एंड संवत्सर एतेभ्यः शब्देभ्यः अपि पूर्ण प्रत्ययः विधीयन्ते. So the sutras are extremely easy. I'm showing it from the next slide. The only, somebody is saying very correctly, no other language is as rich as Sanskritam. So the only thing that requires a revision is which agama is there, that's all. Otherwise, the rules are very easy. Dvi tatha tri etebhya shabdebhya tiya chatur ityasmat arabhya sarvatra data. Chatur has ch and ya given by Vartikakara, but beyond that everything is data. Sometimes the agama is a mata, sometimes agama is a thuka, sometimes agama is tithuka, sometimes agama is ithuka. So just the agamas change. Other than that, the prakriyas and so on are extremely simple. Before I actually go to the sutram, I want to point out something. In the Vyakarana Lekhaha, I don't know whether you refer to this particular thing, but in the Vyakarana Lekhaha, somewhere over here we have Sankhyaha part 1, Sankhyaha part 2, Sankhyaha part 3. Obviously read all three. I mean, I would love you to read all three. But Sankhyaha part 3 specifically, if you open this Sankhyaha part 3, you'll actually see this entire article is all about Purna Pratyayaha. So Sankhya Shabdebhya Vihitaha Purna Pratyaya, Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturtha. Obviously, Prathama is not Purna, but Panchama, Shashtha, and so on, everything. Chandasi Purna Pratyaya, Annebhya Shabdebhya Purna Pratyaya. So now you can see all the things that I taught you right now. Ithuka, Tithuka, Thuka, everything is there over here in the document. Please go and read this document along with the sutras and their meaning. This was written, God knows, 10 years ago maybe. When was it written? Date is not added over here. Maybe it's added in part 1. But I remember this writing maybe in 2017 or 16 when I was teaching the previous Tadvita course. So try going through this particular document. It is there in the write-up section, Sankhya part 1, part 2 and part 3. With this, now we are going over the sutras. I'm going to take a slightly different approach this time. I'm not going to explain each line one by one. This whole section of sutras is for you to study. I'm just going to skim through the slides and show you what is there on each slide. So tasya purane dat has the outsargika dat pratyaya. The examples are ekadasha, dvadasha and so on. Ekadasha ityataha navadasha इति यावत्सु शब्देषु एव केवलं डट प्रत्ययः without any agama vidhiyate. So only examples where you get the pure data pratyaya with no agamas whatsoever is 11 to 19. So these are the examples that are given over here. So this sutra defines that fundamental data pratyaya. The next one says nantad इत्युक्ते नकारांतात असंख्यादेहे. So the sankhyavachak word should end in a nakara, but it cannot have another sankhya before it. So you cannot say panchadashan because panchadashan has a dashan at the end, but it also has pancha in the beginning. So sankhya dihi nanumanyate. नान्ताद् असंख्यादेः यत्र केवलं पञ्चन् अस्ति, केवलं दशन् अस्ति, नवपञ्चन् इति नास्ति. सो इफ यू से नवपञ्चन् 59 नवपञ्चन् इत्यत्र पञ्च has a sankhya before it. Not 59, what 9, what is Navapanchan, I don't know. Or say the Dwadashan, Trayodashan, Chaturdashan, Panchadashan. This mean, not necessarily Navapanchan, Panchadashan. I mean, there is no harm in talking a word like this. Even in our Mangalacharanam, we have Nruttavasani, Natarajarajo, Nanare Dhakkam, Navapanchavaram. So that Navapanchan is what I was referring to. So there is nothing wrong in talking about Navapancham and so on. But typically, these words are not as common as this Panchadashan, Shodashan, Saptadashan, and so on. But in these particular cases, when there is a Sankhya before, you cannot do a Matta Agama. So, Nantad, ityukte Nakarantad, संख्यावाचक शब्दात् यत्र पूर्वं संख्या नास्ति तत्र डट् प्रत्ययस्य मट आगमः भवति. सो पंचन गेट्स अ मट आगम ऑन द प्रत्यय. सो दैट्स फॉर दिस सूत्रम. स्टडी इट ऑन योर ओन लेटर ऑन. The next one is a Vaidika Prayoga specific sutram. These words like Panchan, Shash, not Shash because it is not Nakaranta, Panchan, Saptan, Ashtan, and so on, they also get a specific Thata Agama along with Mata in the Vedic context. So look at this particular slide. So Panchama, Saptama, Ityetaihi sa Panchatha, Saptatha iti Vedeshu Prayogaha Drishyate. So That iti Agamaha Chandasi Vedeshu Bhavati. So take a look at this slide. The next, now in all the remaining sutras, we are just going to tell you the Adesha, Agamas. Why? Because Datta Pratyaya is finalized, it is already done. So all that we are now going to do is one Agama, another Agama, third Agama, and so on. So look at the sutram itself. Shata. So Shata, Kati. So Kati, Katipaya. So Katipaya and Chatura. So four words, Shata, Kati, Katipaya and Chatura. All of them will have Datta Agama. Sorry, all of them will have Datta Pratyaya. The Purana Pratyaya is always Datta. All of them will have Datta Pratyaya, but Thuk Agama. So Chaturtha, Shashtha, Katitha, Katipayatha. So that's the Thuk Agama. That's all the sutra says. Shash, Kati, Katipay, Chatura, Ityesham Shabdanam Dat Pratyay Pare Thuka Agama Bhavati. Remember, if the Agama is a Kitta Agama, it will be on the Prakriti because it has to come at the end of the Prakriti. If the Agama is a Titta Agama, it will be on the Pratyaya because it has to come at the beginning of the Pratyaya. So depending on whether the Agama is Kitta or Titta, you decide where it has to be put. And then the Shastras will work out accordingly. So that is the Shat Katipaya Chaturam Thuka. Examples and so on are everything given over here. It is for all you to study. For Chatur, there is also a Vartikam. Chatur Shabdat Purnarthe Cha Tatha Yata iti Pratyayo Bhavata. Chaturas Cha Yatau Adyakshara Lopascha. Prakriyayam Adyaksharasya. Not Adyakshara. Adyaksharasya. Ityute Cha ityasya Lopaha Bhavati. So Turiya and Turiya or Turiya and Turiya iti Rupam Siddhyati. The next one is a different agama. So again, pratyaya remains same, agama changes. Bahu iti shabdaha, puga iti shabdaha, puga ityukte samuhaha, gana iti shabdaha, tatha cha sangha iti shabdaha. Out of this, bahu and gana are sankhya-vachaka words. Puga and sangha are not sankhya-vachaka words. Parantu tebhyapi purana pratyaya bhavati. So bahu puga gana sangha ityatra tithuk iti agamaha bhavati. So etesham shabdanam dat pratyaya pare tithuk agamaha bahu titha puga titha sangha titha gana titha iti rupani bhavanti. The next one is vatoho ityukte vatu pratyaya ityukte yavat tavat etavat and so on. Vatoho ithuka, yet another agama. So vatu pratyayanta shabdanam ithuka agamaha bhavati. So yavat plus ithuka, yavatitha, tavatitha, etavatitha, kiyatitha, iyatitha yatina prakarena sarvatra rupani bhavanti. Whenever there is an agama, that agama by the vidhana samarthya will block the tilopa. Because if agama happens and again tilopa will get rid of that agama, what is the point? So yatra yatra प्रकृतेः आगमः भवति तत्र तत्र आगमविधानसामर्थ्यात् टिलोपः न भवति। डट् प्रत्ययः डित् अस्ति, अतः वस्तुतः टिलोपः भवेत्, परन्तु आगमविधानसामर्थ्यात्, सो लेट् इट् बि थुक् आगम, लेट् इट् बि तिथुक इथुक एंड सो ऑन, आगमविधानसामर्थ्यात् टिलोपः न भवति। So now we have listed most of these agamas. Now dvehe tiyah, I have already taught this sutram. Trehe samprasaranam cha, again I have already explained that sutram. The next is vimshatyadibhyah tamat anyatarasyam. So again, you all know, already explained. So vimshati tatha adhikebhyah, vimshatyadibhyah, vimshati and beyond. विंशत्यादिभ्यः पूर्णार्थे डट् प्रत्ययस्य विकल्पेन तमटागमः भवति. So vimshati becomes vimshatitama, trimshattama and so on. The only prakriya bit over here is vimshati इत्यस्मात् डट प्रत्यये कृते डट इत्यनेन वस्तुतः टिलोपः संभवति. So विंशत् इति भवेत्, परन्तु तत्र अन्यत् सूत्रमस्ति ति विंशतेर्डिति इति सूत्रेण विंशति इति शब्दस्य डित् प्रत्यये परे ति इति अंशस्य लोपः भवति. So instead of टी लोप, the entire टी component, the last akshara, full akshara is removed. So टी इत्यस्य लोपः भवति. That is the sutram that I want to first teach. So ति विंशतेर्डिति भस्य विंशतेः ति शब्दस्य डिति प्रत्यये परे लोपः भवति. So विंशति इत्यस्य भसम्यकस्य टी इत्यस्य लोपस्य अंशस्य लोपः भवति. So it is an अपवाद on the टी लोप. विंशतेः पूर्णं विंशति plus डट विंश plus a full shakar, because only टी goes away. विंश plus a अतो गुणे इति विंश इति रूपं सिद्ध्यति. So that's the tamat अभाव पक्षे रूपम. For others त्रिंशतेः पूर्णम and so on, तमट पक्षे नॉर्मल त्रिंशत्तम, तमट अभाव पक्षे नॉर्मल टिलोपे त्रिंश इत्यादीनि रूपाणि सिद्ध्यन्ति. So that's the optional tamat. For whom? For 20 onwards. So vimshatyadibhyah, vimshati and others. But then the next sutram says nityam shatadihi. So shatam ityasmat agre tamat nityam bhavati. So विंशतिः इत्यस्मात् अग्रे तमट् विकल्पेन भवति, परन्तु शतम् इत्यस्मात् अग्रे नित्यं भवति, अतः विंशतिः टु नवनवतिः इति यावत् विकल्पेन अग्रे नित्यम्. So शतादिभ्यः नित्यं तमट् आगमः, and then additional words are given मास, अर्धमास and संवत्सर. So शतादिभ्यः नित्यं तमट् आगमः and मास, अर्धमास, संवत्सर. So go through this slide. And finally, the last rule specifically for 60, 70, 80 and 90, तो षष्ट्यादेः असंख्यादेः. So षष्टि, not ekashashti, dvishashti, because that would be sankhyadehe. So same asankhyadehe trick is used over here also. षष्ट्यादेः असंख्यादेः. So that essentially means only 4. षष्टिः, सप्ततिः, अशीतिः, नवतिः. So षष्ट्यादेः संख्या शब्दात् असंख्यादेः परस्य डट् प्रत्ययस्य नित्यं तमट् आगमः भवति. सो षष्टितम, सप्ततितम एंड सो ऑन. असंख्यादेः इति किम्? एकषष्टि इत्यत्र अस्य नियमस्य प्रयोगः नास्ति, तत्र तु विकल्पेन एव तमट् भवति. सॉरी. So अनेन प्रकारेण I have purposely rushed because these are so simple sutras and you have come so ahead in the course. We have studied more than 400 sutras. You should be able to understand these sutras on your own using the website and using the very detailed slides available over here. So that's it. That completes the Purna Pratyaya section and the Panchamika section. Tomorrow we are going to study the Matvarthiya section. Adya Gruhapathaha. So the Gruhapatha again is the full prakriya. Nirdishtam tadhitandam pratipadikam vrittivakyat arabhya prakriyaya sadhayat. All the words, many of the words that we have derived today, I have asked you to derive only till pratipadika. You don't have to go ahead and add a linga or subanta, supratyaya and so on. Pratipadikam vrittivakyat arabhya prakriyaya sadhayat. I'll give sufficient time for the homework, at least a month. I know some of you have told me that the course is becoming very fast paced. It's hard to keep up with the homeworks. It's hard to keep up with the new material. I completely understand. The only thing is we are going to take a big break of 2.5 months after the Tadhita module is over. It is a break neither for you, not for me. It is the only break for the classes. Why? Because I have to prepare the next 3-4 modules and you have to do the homework and study the remaining stuff. So basically we will finish up, we'll go with this speed. We have only 4 more classes remaining. We'll finish up the Tadhita Prakaranam and then we'll meet back in August. I'll tell you the exact dates, time and so on towards the end. So that's it for today. Samapayamaha. We will have the class tomorrow as usual. I don't think there are any questions. So atra samapayamaha. अष्टाधी जगन्माता यस्य चित्तात् समुत्थिता वेदानामुपकाराय तस्मै पाणिनिये नमः शब्दब्रह्म समाराध्य कृतवान्यो लक्षणं सर्वाश्चर्यमिदं शास्त्रं तस्मै पाणिनिये नमः येन धौता गिरः पुंसां विमलैः शब्दवारिभिः तमश्चाज्ञानजं भिन्नं तस्मै पाणिनिये नमः। धन्यवादः।